All right, man, it's my Cocaine Bear review. I didn't know it was based on true events and stuff of that nature. And I do an Ant-Man and Wasp, the Quantum, whatever it was. I seen that last week. I couldn't get around to that movie review, but I'll do it just for just for the archives. I know it's the start of the new Marvel universe, or the next phase in the universe. But yeah, Cocaine Bear. I went to go see it. Actually enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of somewhat more of a slasher comedy movie. And bro, I laugh harder than the majority of the comedies that come out today. I definitely laugh harder than you people. Coming to America too, all that bull crap that Eddie Murphy dropped with them two. But yeah, it was funny, man. It was funny, man. It was more of a Quentin Tarantino type of feel to it. You know, kind of how it is when they shoot people in Django and Dust Till Dusk, whatever that movie was. Hateful Eight, kind of like horror with this cocaine, which it was kind of based on true stories where, you know, what happened was, you know, they would dump the drugs. They would drug traffic through the air, and, you know, the parachuter is supposed to take a duffel bag full of drugs and jump, right? Well, he ended up slipping when he jumps with the drugs, and his emergency parachute don't release. You know, his emergency parachute don't release. So therefore, you know, he ended up hitting the ground and dying, and some civilians find him. But then they have a drop-off point. So for the rest of the drugs or whatever, they dropped them off in the forest or whatever. That's their pickup point to get the rest of them. It was like, I think I said something like 70 million or something worth of cocaine. So long story short, it take the police, you know, to get a tip, which the tip was, you know, the dude who was responsible for the coke, you know, told the dude, you know, who played by O'Shea Jackson, the drug dealer, to, you know, get his son, who had lost his wife, I think it was his wife. He lost his wife to cancer, whatever, and he pulled out the dope game. So he ended up going to get him, and then they end up kind of talking at the bar about it, and the trucker heard it, tipped the cop off. So that sent the drug dealers and the cop to the forest. All right. Then, you know, they kind of had a multiple view of stuff where the first people to discover, according to the movie, which is not 100% true story, obviously, they gonna put a Hollywood twist to it. But then it went to the point where it started, where a couple was out and about, and they was traveling. They was just, you know, taking pictures through the rainforest. They found the cocaine bear, killed the wife. The husband got away, and then they got in from the vantage point of some kids that skipped school, trying to paint the river, whatever. So you had like several different perspectives. You had the perspective of through the kids, through the park ranger, through the drug dealers, through the cops chasing the drug dealers. So, you know, you have several different perspectives in this movie. So, you know, long story short, you know, the bear got addicted to cocaine. So he found some of the stash. Some other people found some hoodlums, some kids or some teenagers that was terrorizing the park found the stash. They stashed some of it and come back and get it later. The bear ended up finding some other stash that the pilots dropped the rest of them in the park, started getting high, started going on a rampage. And basically, you know, black bears ain't really supposed to be aggressive. Right? They're not supposed to be aggressive, but this cocaine made this bear aggressive. And whoever had coke on them, or whoever smelled like coke, or who had the keys on it, that's who he was going for. That's what she was going for. Ended up the cocaine bear ended up being a female. So that's who she was going for. So she was just pretty much chasing the coke. And, you know, for the most part, the kids tried the coke and stuff, playing around, and then the bear started chasing the kids. They smell like coke, and it's just a bad plan to drop, you know, that many kilos of coke in the rainforest as an emergency pickup spot. And pretty much that's what it was. The bear was just trying to get the coke. The cops were just trying to get the drug dealers. The drug dealers were just trying to get the coke. And that's what it was. That's pretty much what it was. They was all chasing for coke. And the bear was just killing people just trying to get to the coke. And honestly, bro, it had Ray Lotto in there, the one that passed away. I guess this is probably one of the last movies, if not the last movie he did that had to come out. Osei Jackson was in it. There's two notable guys that I can note that was in it. My man from The Wire, I think it was. No, I don't know if that was him. I say, shit. I don't think that might have been him in there. I can't really tell. But to me, it was funny. It was funny. It was a funny one of them funny horror slasher type of movies, man. Just you know, if you're looking for, you know, Academy Award, Oscar Award winning type of performances, it wasn't that. It was just a fun movie about a bear that was high on cocaine and looking to get cocaine and killing people that pretty much was in its way to get cocaine. That's pretty much what it was. To me, it was cool. I didn't know Ray Lotto was in it. You know, and he passed, you know, I think last year. So this is one of the last ones he was in. And it was a fun, adventurous type of movie. You know, you had, you know, everybody different perspective than a lot of people who was left alive all met up. But man, I was laughing watching this movie. I was rolling. I ain't gonna lie. I was having big fun watching this movie. It was funny, man. I would say, man, if you need a good laugh, you know, you want to go see a fun movie, this is for you. Now, if you somebody that's particular about perfect acting and, you know, what's realistic and what's not realistic, or this should be just like based on the movie, just like the movie and all that type of stuff, and you gonna be anal about that type of stuff, then it ain't for you. But if you like going on a first date, you know what I'm saying? You know, then it's like for you. You know, you like going to the movies with the homies, I guess that's what you into. This is like one of them movies where you know, y'all just, you know, you into smoking, you into drinking, get some drinks at the bar at the movie theater, you gonna sneak a drink in. It's one of them type of fun, adventurous type of movies. For sure. That's kind of what time this movie on. Fun, you know, like I said, you all with a lady, y'all want to have a good fun time. You know, you don't want to see the boring chick flicks, you don't want to see the action flick. Y'all just want to have fun and laugh and kick back and enjoy and you know, lay back and have a good time. This is the type of movie, relaxing, fun, the whole nine. So to me, you know, for the type of movie it was, to me, I liked it. On a scale of 1 to 10 in the grand scheme of the movie universe, I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. Now look here, I'm not grading this like this to the Titanic or what was the movie about the smart dude up in Boston, Good Will Hunting. I ain't like, you know, this like one of them fun, you know, slasher, horror, comedy type of movies. And for, you know, based on that grading scale, it's like a 7 or 8 on that scale. So I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. It was, you know, had enough detail in it. Had enough of a plot in there. And it was funny, bro. It was funny. It wasn't like a thriller that's gonna have you at the edge of your seat. No, it was just like, you know, it was funny, bro. Like I said, it was kind of on that Quentin Tarantino stuff, you know, but it had more of a twist of a comedy to it, in my opinion. So, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Link tree, the first link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Goodfellow TV. Don't forget, check out my movie review playlist for more videos like this. Peace.